Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is a boy, Emmy, also known as EMISSIVE, man. And by the time you guys are seeing this video, there is 5 days left until Gears of War E-Day is officially shown at Xbox Showcased on 6/7 at 1 p.m. Eastern. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am for this showcase. I feel like Gears of War will officially be back. 2 years ago we got the Gears E-Day surprise announcement trailer, which was insane to me. And I just remember that day where the feelings all came back to being a Gears of War fan. And, in my opinion, it looks like that trailer 2 years ago, it looks like the Coalition is going back to Gears of War's roots, the dark, horror, gritty look. So that's definitely one thing I'm looking forward to in the showcase this weekend is, Gears of War sticking to the old school, like traditional, horror, dark, gritty look. And that's what Gears of War needs. That's what Gears of War is, and that's Gears of War's identity. So if they can implement that and maintain that within the Gears of War campaign, that's coming out with E-Day obviously this year, it's wraps, man. I'm not even saying just like the look of the game with the darkness to it, but also like you got Marcus and Dom back in the mix. You got, you're obviously going to probably have like 2 new squad characters, with Delta. I guess it wouldn't be Delta squad. It would be like whatever squad. I think my guess on that would be, Ty, and then maybe like a random new character we haven't seen yet in Gears of War. But yeah. Anyways, Marcus and Dom coming back to Gears of War, being the main characters is what Gears of War needed, man. Gears of War ain't nothing without Marcus and Dom. So being able to revisit that again, and with all these new players coming to Gears of War, I hope the new people love this game. I hope they just love it to where they also branch out and try all the other games that they haven't tried out yet. But aside from the campaign, these are kind of the things I'm looking forward to this weekend, and I think this is the biggest thing that people are keeping an eye out. I feel like out of everything with Gears E-Day being shown this weekend, this is going to be the biggest thing, and that is multiplayer movement. I feel like a lot of people that play Gears of War on a day-to-day basis, or are familiar with multiplayer, every Gears of War that has come out has been different in terms of mechanics and multiplayer movement. Every Gears game has its own identity. It's not all the same. Some similarities, but majority of the time it's different. I think that's one thing people are going to be trying to grasp from this whole showcase, for people that do love multiplayer, because especially being a comp player, I mean, man, I'm not gonna hide it. I'm a movement player. I love having some movement because just create your own identity, the player you are. It's not like Gear. I don't want to say put bad juju on Gears of War 1 and Reloaded, but like that movement, and even Gears 5, like it's just one play style. I like movement. I like having different movement styles, different identities. You got people that strafe, people that wall bounce, people that play passive, people that play aggressive. You got the in between both. Yeah. So like multiplayer is gonna be a huge thing. I know people are gonna dissect every minute they can see with the developer playing either I think the campaign or whatever it may be when it comes to this showcase. Because we're gonna be seeing Gears of War E-Day for 30 minutes. They're gonna be showcasing a lot. Do I think it's going to be a lot of it multiplayer? No, I think it's going to be, honestly, a lot of campaign and horde, and maybe some multiplayer, maybe like a little bit of multiplayer, but nothing too crazy. Those are definitely some of the things I'm looking forward to with this showcase. It's definitely a good campaign story, the look of it, the story they're going to go with, movement, mechanics. I just want the mechanics to be good. I want players to be able to have their own identity and not have this Gears 5-ness to it. But yeah, man, I just hope multiplayer is gonna be off the charts. Aside from that, I'm excited to see what PvP modes they bring along. I hope they bring Overrun. Overrun was honestly a fun game mode I played back in Gears Judgment when it was first introduced. Like, that was actually a fun mode to play on. If you're just trying to chill, have fun, or just get a little sweaty with, like, how Overrun was, being characters and being a rager. It was a fun game mode. It was a great addition to Gears of War, aside from like beast mode and obviously improvising on horde. So I am super excited for this showcase. I want to know what you guys are the most excited about. Is it characters? Is it maps? Obviously, everything with the multiplayer aspect of it. What are you looking forward to regarding multiplayer, horde, PvP modes, campaign? You know, I know there's a lot of campaign fans out there. I'm a huge campaign fan, so the first thing I'm playing is campaign. So, you know, it's just it's that little passion is coming back, and it's great to, you know, being able to play Gears of War again for a fresh new game back in you know, in the late 2020s. So one thing I'm also just hoping for, man, is an esports scene. I love competing. I definitely have told myself that I'm gonna win a championship, and I'm gonna try my best to make that happen. If Gears E-Day does have an esports, that's gonna be something I can do. I believe in myself to fully do it. But regardless of the fact, being able to compete at a high level playing Gears of War is fun, and it's awesome, and you get to travel the world doing it. So, man, I just went on a little rant, but that's just the passion coming back. I didn't even get to introduce, like, you know, we're playing Gears 5 right now. I'm over here talking about Gears 5 and multiplayer. Yeah, but we hopped on some Gears 5 today. I'm just doing a little voiceover on this video. You know, I wasn't excited to be playing this game, but you know, I'll probably be playing Gears of War 4 after the showcase, depending on what we see from the E-Day showcase. If there's any similarities of what we think is going to be the closest mechanic system, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be playing a specific Gears title based off of that. But my go-to Gears right now, because it's on PC as well, is Gears 4, because you have different playstyles. So yeah, man, I'm just so excited. I want to know, again, let me know what you guys think. We're going to slowly start bumping the content on this channel again. I'm not in no rush. I'm not going to say I'm going to be consistent or just post every day or whatnot. I'm just going to post when I post. And as time goes on and gets closer, you know, you'll see a lot more frequent videos. Another thing I'm hoping for, too, is Gears E-Day going to have a beta soon? And if you guys think there's going to be a beta, when do you guys think will be a beta? Is it going to be either, you know, this month of June? Is it going to be July? August maybe? Before that September release date? My guess, July. But again, let me know in the comments, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you guys enjoy this video.